The AIDS Healthcare Foundation, AHF, and some civil society organizations have called for a readjustment of an agreement on detection and response to pandemics. They specifically called for the readjustment of the draft of the World Health Organization's pandemic agreement to strengthen the international community's ability to detect and respond to future pandemic threats, especially in developing nations. The country program director of AHF expressed his concerns.
And so as AHF, we're expressing profound concern that developed nations have vehemently defended the private interests of pharmaceutical companies over and above the collective common interest of achieving global health security in a sustainable and equitable manner. Compliance, however, has been largely ignored by all parties and brushed under the rug throughout the negotiations. This is reflected in the current text, which does not mention the word compliance even once. To this end, we echo the concerns of the panel for a Global Public Health Convention, that the idea of a compliance and implementation committee should not have been dropped from the text.
Also, Dr. Abdul Kadir Ibrahim, National Coordinator, Network of People Living with HIV and AIDS, noted the role of CSOs as critical partners to global responses on pandemics and related issues.
We are calling on WHO to strongly and urgently restore the position of the civil society with clear engagement and to define the core role that the civil society would put in place as we move ahead in putting the agenda for the pandemic preparedness. The value it will add, it will help in what demand creation, to sensitize people, to educate them and empower them with the knowledge about some of these things, of what happened in the past and where we are and where we should be going.
Thank you, AHF, for this conversation. And I think in as much as WHO has done so very much, they stand on the threshold of history in doing better. What we are saying is, let us have a rights-based pandemic response that captures the interests of especially the marginalized population, especially in the global south.
One of the key processes that is leading to some of the health pandemics we are witnessing in the world today is climate change. And so it is important for us, while addressing pandemic as an immediate emergency, to also engage the causative factors of pandemic, which is climate change, and which is more specifically about the way we produce and the way we consume.
Sharing her views, the Executive Secretary, Nigerian Network of Religious Leaders Living with or personally affected by HIV and AIDS, suggested that the core role of CSOs should be repositioned and redefined in the engagement. Also, Mrs. Chizoba Ogbeche, Vice President Zone D, Nigeria Association of Women Journalists NAWAD, stressed the need to protect women and children against pandemics or any harm.